Hey, welcome to another episode of this MuddaCluckin podcast. How y'all doing? I'm D to the E, the A to the N. I'm Dean Austin, your host. And on this episode, I have the pleasure of bringing on a very good friend of mine who is a magician comedian. He's funny and he makes things disappear. So I tell you right now, he can make you laugh and take money out your pocket without you even knowing. So I'm going to bring him on here in a hot second. And this is my man right here. Actually, we went on tour together. This is the one and only Justin Rivera. The Justin Rivera.
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? It's J to the S. Hey, wait, hold on. I had it going. It's J to the U to the STIN. What's up?
What's up, man? What's happening? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you been? You all right?
I mean, I'm good, man. I can't complain because when I complain, everybody run. You know how it is. Nobody want to hear no problems. Everybody want to hear good news, brother.
Yeah, man. So
man, I'm glad to have you. I almost wore my STP hat. You know, I got one of them too. Yeah. But then, you know, you like an Asian redneck. I look like a black redneck. You know.
Man, where are you? You look like you're in a like a rehab center in Malibu. Where you at right now? Where you at right now, man?
I knew you was gonna come swinging. You always swinging on me on Facebook and Instagram, talking about my snacks. What you eating, Dean? What you got? What you eating? What you eating? Man, we went on tour together. Let me tell you, we have to tell this story now. Please. Justin and I, we went on tour. We went to Jordan, Turkey, Greece, and Italy
for the military.
Bomb tour, man. And this brother here, we talking about somebody that can eat.
Yep,
man. I see. Hey, look, in the middle of the night, I wake up with Justin. Middle in the morning, where's Justin? After show, where's Justin? Shoot, you ate so much, you ate during the show. I'm like, during the show?
Dude, I remember because I was jet lagged, so like I couldn't fall asleep. So I was like 2, 3 in the morning. I was like, man, I'm wide awake. Let me go to what is it, the mess hall? What do they call it?
Right.
And they were
dining facility, DFAC.
Dining facility, yeah, the DFAC. Man, they had all the food out like fresh, dude. I was like the first one there, man. So I was just, man, I was eating everything.
Oh,
then I got food coma and then went back to sleep. That's how I was able to like get on time.
And it's funny because you would always tease me because my thing meant Milanos. You know, I'm a mint Milano dude, you know. So all you listeners out there, you want to send me some mint Milanos. And Justin will take any kind of snack.
I will, as long as it's good. You know, the first time I met you on that tour, I knew I was gonna like you because when we were sleeping in that room on the bunk beds, and it was kind of dark, and I heard all this like ruffling, like packaging.
You making up stories now, man.
No, dog. I heard it from across the room. I heard this. That's what I heard. I heard that from across the room, and I was like, who's got snacks?
That is hilarious, bro. That's hilarious.
I look at you and you're like, you like Thin Mints? Thin Mint Milano Thin Mints? And I was like, this guy is specific about his snack. He didn't even say you want a cookie. He's like, you want a Thin Mint Milano.
You know, man, I'm gonna tell you what it is, because if you don't want it, I'm gonna keep it. If you say nah, I think about it, I'm keeping it, bro.
They are good though. I do like them.
Oh, mint Milano's bomb, man. That's my favorite one. They have raspberry, they got orange, they have dark chocolate, they got all, but that mint Milano. It's something about the mint and the chocolate, bro. Something about the mint and the chocolate. They go hand in hand.
It's really good.
The interesting thing about that tour is that we got to experience exotic foods.
Right.
You know, foods we've never experienced in the States. As a matter of fact, I didn't eat it, but I know you tried it. Horse, bro.
Oh yeah, the horse meat in Sicily. Me and
I couldn't do it, man. I kept thinking of Trigger, man. Mr. Ed. I can't eat Mr. Ed.
Man.
Look at all the young folks. Who's Mr. Ed? Mr. Ed is old school, but yeah.
The talking horse, man. Me and Jerry Garcia ate it, man. It was good. You know what's crazy? That was his first trip, like any outside of the US besides Mexico. And he was eating it and he was like, man, this is better than carne asada, man. Like, I'm not even joking. He said that because it's like a skirt steak. It's like a flap steak.
And y'all said it was really tender, right?
It was the most tender like meat I've had. It was like up there with filet mignon, and you would think it was like really tough. You know what I mean? Because it's like muscular horse, but it wasn't. It was like actually really soft and tender. It was really good. I'd have it again, man. I think we should have it more here in America, but we don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't have it. I think when we went to that farmer's market over there, and I saw that horse head sitting there looking like horse head was looking at me like this.
Looked like the mafia like the mafia was trying to send a message.
Yeah, trying. They tried.
Yeah.
It didn't keep you away.
No, man. I went back for seconds.
You went back for seconds, man.
That was good, man.
Man, how's things been going? I know you've been touring. I know you've been doing your thing. I see all your dates and your posts, and you be out there, man. So how's things been since and still while we're still on the tail end of this pandemic? How's things been going?
Yeah, things started. I started to get back into the swing of things in April last year, just after I got vaxxed and started heading out. Of course, like with more precautions. I was still wearing the mask, and I started traveling with an electric fan to like blow to circulate the air on stage.
What you stand in the line with the fan, just hold it? Like you don't keep people away from you with a fan?
No, I had a fan, like on stage during the show, so I performed with like a fan on stage.
Oh, so you turned the fan towards the audience?
Yeah, like kind of towards the audience, but also kind of like I was like, "Yo, keep your breath over there." I'm not even joking, man. I wish I was joking.
That's the funniest thing I heard. You carried a fan.
I carried a fan.
And they're like, man, he don't get hot, but he thinks the audience gets hot.
Yeah.
Why is he blowing the audience?
I had a fan, man. And it was all set up on stage just to like circulate the air. But September started to pick up, and then it really started to take off for me like fall, winter. And it's still busy now, man. I got I started a little small residency show in downtown Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So I just got back over the weekend. I've been there since September, and I do it like one or two weeks a month. And they rotate me in and out with some other local guys there. And so I just been doing like a bunch of these clubs too, comedy clubs I haven't been to, South, Midwest.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Oh, I picked up this one local like regular gig here. You know that pirate dinner theater over there in Buena Park?
Yeah, I heard of it.
By medieval times. So they got like a smaller sideshow room there, like have a small dinner theater, a cabaret show. So I'm in that cabaret show there weekly. So
wow.
Yeah, man. So it's like a 3-4 day show there every week. So yeah, man, just trying to stay busy, trying to stay in town, whatever, and just trying to make that money. It's the money we lost.
Man. That's good.
Man.
Now, I have a question.
My
question is to you. Why magic? Why magic? Why not an aerialist or a mime?
What?
And why?
Why magic? Oh, man. I was a kid when I got into magic. I was 6 years old. So, David Copperfield, man, he was like the coolest thing. Still is. But, he pretty much, he was big in the 90s and 80s, 70s, and I think, the 90s was his real peak. And I was a kid and I saw it on TV and I was like, that's cool. I got to learn how to do that. I saw other people like Lance Burton on TV. He was a Vegas headliner for like 15 plus years. So it was really those guys that got me into it. Honestly, I didn't really grow up seeing any mimes or aerialists, but yeah, man. Yeah, those were the ones. Those were the coolest ones. I'm sure you saw them on TV. Like they were huge back. They were like rock stars.
They were huge, man. David
Copperfield
Copperfield, all
rock star, man.
Right.
I just saw a show in Vegas in December, man. It's like the best show, most amazing show I've ever seen. His stuff now is unreal, dude. He makes like this UFO appear over your head. Dude, it's crazy. I'm not even joking, dude.
You're like reaching for him, trying to grab the UFO.
Dude, I was freaking out, man. There was a UFO. He's got aliens in his dude. It's insane, man. You gotta check it out. Yeah.
You in the audience, all of a sudden, an alien sitting next to you.
Yeah, man.
Milano. Alien eat the mint Milano?
Dude.
Now, are you the first? Are you the first entertainer in your family?
Um, I'd say I'm the first to be like a full time pro at it. I'd say. I
Okay,
mean, because I mean, Filipinos in general, like we're like entertainers. It's like in our blood, you know. It's
right.
like we're big showbiz. We love entertainment and just showbiz in general.
Some of the best
So
cover bands I've heard
yeah.
are Filipino,
Oh, dude, totally. I was
and they
just
be
about to get.
killing. Confunction, Temptations. I'm like, what? Little Filipino lady, and she's singing,
No, yeah, you're
killing it,
right.
killing the
Totally.
game. And I saw that overseas, and also
Yeah.
saw it here in the States.
No, you're totally right. Yeah, the Filipinos, like we're just really musically inclined. I mean, some of these Filipinos can like sing just as good as black people.
Oh
Like
yeah, I know. They
they got
look.
pipes.
They're doing covers of black songs
Yeah, man.
and killing it.
They got pipes, man.
And tiny Filipina, she's like,
Yeah.
and she get into it. I'd be like, whoa, snap.
Yeah, man. They be singing Whitney Houston songs
I
and
know.
just like really hard songs to sing in general. But yeah, I mean, my aunt, she's a music teacher. She went to
Oh
school,
wow.
college. She graduated with like a music with piano. She was a teacher's choir and she sings. Her kids, my cousins are they all play like violin, cello, viola. Is it viola or viola? One of those. Yeah, it's another string instrument.
Viola, viola,
Viola, viola. It's
viola,
between I think it's between a violin and a cello.
and not Viola Davis, the actress.
No, not her.
Because I thought you said, "What's Viola Davis have to do with this conversation, bro? You been drinking over there?" Yeah, she played Viola Davis and sometime Hallie. Little Hallie.
I think it's viola. Yeah, viola.
It might be. I think you're right because
yeah.
Viola would be the name, so viola is probably the
viola.
instrument.
They play piano as well. What else? Saxophone. I mean, I grew up playing alto sax, baritone sax.
Wow.
I was in all the bands in school. I was in like marching band. I was in jazz band. I played piano too growing up.
I played alto for a minute.
And
clarinet.
Clarinet too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was jazz band. I was in the rhythm section playing piano. I was in drumline. I mean, I was in all the bands, symphonic band. Man, all of that. Yeah, concert band, every single day. So I mean, our family's all pretty like musically inclined. My brother too. He played marimbas.
So the horns are good for your chops. Especially it's good when because you eat. So you play horns. You got I know how you roll, brother. I know how you roll.
I was like, man, I didn't know where you're gonna go with that, but I should have known. I should have known.
Snacks. What's your favorite snack, man?
Your
favorite snack? Because I know you like a lot, but when we're on tour, I know you're killing it. But what's your favorite snack?
I mean, I do like snacks, but I'm not a huge like snack guy. Like I don't carry like you travel with like your Milanos, right? But for me, I don't. You do,
with them, but
you got Milano in your car right now, right?
Nah, man. Nah, I'm not doing sweets. Look, I haven't done sweets for it'll be 8 months in May.
Well, I'm just saying before you did that, like
before I did that, yeah, man. I'm on a series. I haven't eaten meat in a couple of years. I've been hitting it hard.
I was gonna say when I know it's on camera, man, you looking a little cut there, man. That's nice.
Yeah, man. I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get on that next level,
Because you were doing the vegan thing, right? You're doing vegan or something.
Yeah, vegetarian, whatever you want to call it, but eating vegan food.
Oh, vegan. I thought you were vegan. I thought you were vegetarian.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I'll still have like eggs and
Oh, okay. I mean, you're just
and
really
oat milk. I'm doing a lot of oat milk, bro.
Oat milk, yeah.
Oat milk is good. It's expensive though. The prices are going up, man.
You can just make it. You can make it oat milk.
I know. I need to do it. I mean, it's like really like this. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get your oat milk recipe.
Yeah,
like you got an oat milk recipe. Milk recipe.
You look at
say that 500 times.
Oat milk recipe.
Yeah.
No, but you're looking slim, man. I can tell you doing the diet thing. It's good, man. It's awesome, man. Because a lot of people they be blowing up.
Yeah. People want to blame it on the pandemic. It ain't the pandemic. That's you.
Yeah, man. They just getting too big, man.
I ain't gained weight from the pandemic. No, you gained weight from eating.
Yeah, man. Not doing nothing, being lazy.
Right.
Snacks, man. If I had to pick one snack, I'd say like beef jerky. I do like.
Wow.
I do like because when you're on the road and you're in like the middle of these like
savory.
Yeah, you're in the middle of like these like towns, like farming towns, and they always got like freshly made like beef jerky. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I always like to try like it's expensive, but I do really like I'll definitely have a beef jerky. Got to pick a snack.
Yeah,
but other than
beef
that,
jerky is a good one. Beef jerky is a good one.
I don't know what else would be good for a snack.
Now, there aren't many Asian magicians out there, is it?
I mean, we're getting there. There's actually
you're leading the pack.
There's actually a lot. It's just they're not really known to the public. I mean, in the magic community, like there's definitely a lot of Asian magicians. Like the world champions right now, they all come out of Asia. They're all from like China, Taiwan, Japan, Korea. Those like the main. They're like the top. Some of the stuff you see them do, you're like, dude, what is that? I don't even know what they're doing.
But are they in America? Are they overseas?
Over here? Nah, I mean, they don't they're not based out here, but there are some out here, but yeah, there's not like a lot. But yeah, magic in general is dominated by old white men, as with everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man. There's not a whole lot of Asian magicians, like at least here, and not a lot of black magicians too. I mean, I know some. But it ain't like
I know a couple of black magicians, but they're still in jail.
I knew you were gonna say that. They stealing watches. He's stealing watches.
Now, there's a few on a serious note. There are some black magicians out there, though.
No, there are, and they're amazing. I know. I just saw one of my buddies in Vegas, Mondre. He's dope. Yeah, he's awesome.
I had a black magician come by my house the other day, and I can't find a lot of stuff. I think it was my cousin. I said, "Hey, you a magician?" He said, "Yes, I am. I just started yesterday at your house." I'm like, "Well, you need to keep practicing because I know you stole some things, brother." Now, this is what I call the RQT portion of the show. Okay, RQT. Right. Random question time. Random question. It's just a random question. Skinny jeans or knee pads, and why?
Wait, skinny jeans or
knee pads, and why?
I'm gonna say knee pads.
Okay, why? only a funny man. That's a magician would say that.
No, I'm gonna say knee pads because I got weak knees.
You got weak knees.
I don't know what it is about my knees.
Look, we're not talking about when you do a show and people start yelling out your name and you feel the love that you get weak knees, or the ladies run up and jump on you. That's a little heavy. Get on your back. That's a different type of weak knees, bro.
Oh man, I don't know what it is. It's like I can't how people you try to let's say you try to something falls underneath the table or whatever, and you try to go down and get it, and people just get on their hands and knees to get it. Right. Something about getting on my knees, it hurts after 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I didn't get back up.
And you can tell it hurts you because you hear you hear all those groans.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I can't kneel down on my bare knees for longer than 2 seconds. It's painful. I don't know how people do it.
And you're younger than me, man. I'm 106, so I know you shouldn't be having problems with your knees, man.
Black don't crack and Asian don't raisin. Look at this.
Yeah, yep. They say black don't crack. They say black don't crack, but I seen it bend. It might not crack, but I seen it bend, bro.
You seen it bend? I never heard that expression.
That's me. That's all Dean Austin right there. I seen it bend.
I've seen it bend. What's an example of bending black skin?
Bending black skin is somebody who don't really look their age, but they don't look how the average black person look at that age. In other words, an average black person looks younger, but when it's bending, the needle's pushing it. The needle's pushing it. It's like rough, but not rough enough. It's like rough light. It's kind of like it's like a crackhead coming back.
I see. Coming back
to life. Maybe weaned off of crack about 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
You're like, oh, she's coming back. That's bending.
Okay. That's better. So okay, like who would be a black celebrity that we would know just to get a reference? And they don't have to be like a former crackhead. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
No, I
like
don't. Crackhead, black celebrity. Wow.
no. I'm not saying like they have to be. I'm not saying they're a black celebrity has to be a crackhead. I'm just saying like is there a celebrity just so I can have like a frame of reference of
Oh,
who
you
would
got
be
a
like
reference point. Okay,
you know
so
who would be like a
a bending
bending
one.
black. I've never.
All right, that's a rough one. I have to think hard on that one. Now, you
I
can
can
help me
give
with.
you.
You can give
I
me
can
one.
maybe give you one.
Okay, I was gonna ask you. Give me one because you asked me the question. I
Yeah.
want to know from you.
Cause okay, so check it out. I was in a Zanies in Nashville like a couple months ago. I did the
Right.
early show, and then the late show was Chris Rock. And I was like, he was filming, he was practicing his new hour. That's he's gonna be taping for Netflix soon.
Right.
So I had to go stay and watch it. And when Chris Rock came out, I was like, there's something different about his like about his look, his face. I don't know what it was. Like I know he's getting old and he talks about being old, but then he looks kind of young, but he's like kind of in
So
this
he's
like
bending.
middle.
He's bending. He's
I
on the
think
bend.
he's bending. I think he's
Wow.
bending. What do you
Wow.
think about Chris Rock's look based on
I
what you've
have.
seen?
He's getting older. The gray is there, and he looks more mature. I don't see
Yeah,
the bend, but
you don't.
I don't. But you saw him live recently. I haven't seen him
Yeah.
live in a long time. Last time I saw him live was here in LA, probably at one of the comedy clubs.
Oh, okay.
But no, I haven't seen him recently.
You, you don't know any other celebrities you say would be like bending, black celebrities that be
Bending.
bending?
Let me see. Try to think of some. I'm trying to think hard because all the guys I know and women I know, they hanging pretty tough.
Really?
They hanging pretty tough, man. I mean, my lifestyle, the way I live my life, I try to live it as clean as possible. I'm not saying I don't cheat. I'm not saying I never eat junk,
Yeah.
but I've always had that mentality, so it keeps me a little bit ahead of the groove.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's what you want to do is stay ahead of the groove.
right, right. Because I know you're a little bit older than me, but like, yeah, man, you look still young, man. Like,
bruh,
you be getting. I know you be getting the younger ladies, man, because I seen it on tour.
Yeah, okay, sure. Well, except the one when we were in the van, in the bus.
Yeah.
And I saw this one woman walk by and I said, "Man, girl, what are you doing with your life?" You start cracking up.
Bro, you can make me laugh just at so many random times, dude. Like the way you say things and the look on your face makes me laugh so bro.
Justin, you almost jumped out the van when I said that. I'm like, my fool.
You did it at we were in we had an off night and we went to like some club. I think we were in Turkey or something.
Okay.
We were in Turkey and then like we went to this bar club thing. And I think there were some expats there or some like, U.S. military they were hanging out or something. And it was like hip hop night or something like that. And it was bumping. And there was this like this Latin girl, this Latina. And she was like, she was dancing with some dude and like he wasn't even a really good looking guy. Right. But then you saw her. And you're like, damn, man, right? So she was dancing with this dude, and then you just started two-stepping her from behind, but she didn't notice it, bro. The way you were dancing with her from behind, it was like so. You weren't even touching her; you were just hovering over around her from the back. You were like this the whole time. And she didn't notice it. And you literally yelled out in the club, "Girl, what you doing with your life?" Like loud. And I was dying. I was dying because I was like, what is he doing?
Hey,
and
man.
She turned around and she finally saw you and then she stopped dancing. Dude, it was so funny, man. I can't believe it, man. Because she was like a thicker Latina too, so like she was kind of big, and like you were doing this thing around her, like you were trying to hold her, but she was like, you can't do this. It was so funny to me, dude. I I don't know how else to describe it. It was so funny, just like being. Oh man, that shit was so funny.
That's
Sorry,
funny.
that stuff was so funny.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
Oh, dude.
Oh man. Now I've never been to the Philippines. I would love to go. I have a friend that lives there, and she wants
Dude,
me to come out and visit.
you
She
should,
performed.
man.
She performs on the cruise ships a lot. She said you will love it. It's
Oh yeah,
beautiful. The islands are beautiful. The beaches,
you'll never
and
leave,
it's
man.
cheap. So
No, serious. Whatever you make here right now, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a whole lot. You can like retire there, honestly, man. Like a few thousand US a month, like you're living large over there. To be honest, like
yeah,
serious, dude. But I think, man, you'll love it over there. I don't think you'll ever come back home, man. Like you'll probably find a
probably
wife there
not.
and settle down.
Well, my
No,
family's here. It's hard for me, but I understand how
I'm dead serious, man.
expats do it, and how
Yeah,
Americans move out there and they get involved in that that
dude.
lifestyle. It's an
Yeah.
amazing, it's a wonderful thing. I there's a comedian actually from LA that moved to Thailand. And I think he has a podcast or YouTube channel called Zoom to Thailand.
Who
And
who's that?
is
Brian?
I can't remember his name, but very interesting because he's never coming back. But he went out there because of the pandemic. He wanted to get away and got stuck
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
And when he got stuck out there, he started blogging or vlogging or doing these videos.
Yeah.
And it just took off. And then he was at he was getting his nails done at one of the nail salons, and the lady was beautiful, and he was talking to her, he was flirting with her. Now they started dating, and she's on the YouTube with him, and he's going to get her own YouTube channel. And they live in large. They got a big old
Really?
place out there. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Who is? You don't remember who this is?
It's called Zoom to Thailand.
Zoom to Thailand.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a comedian from actually he's an old school guy, cat that lived out here in Southern California and moved out there because he got stuck. And I'm sure he's not coming back because he's living large. He's like, it's cheaper. He has a YouTube channel. He has a beautiful woman.
Right.
He's living the life, playing golf in his living room with her. It's just crazy,
Wow.
man.
Yeah, I was just curious because I mean I've done a bunch of shows out in Thailand and Asia in general. Like I usually know like a lot of the comics and the local scene out there, but I guess he's one of the more newer guys since it happened recently during pandemic. So
it just happened.
That's why I was
pandemic.
curious.
Yeah, very
wow,
it's
dude,
very good, man.
You need to go to the Philippines, man. I'm telling you, dude. The Filipino women they love Americans. They love black dudes. I'm not even joking, man. Like. They love them, man. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. I see it all over.
I'm not gonna try to boast or nothing, but mostly everybody like black dudes.
Okay, that's true too.
But
Filipino women,
yeah, I got you. I might give me
in the Philippines.
I might give me some pancet.
Yeah, man.
Some chicken adobo.
Yeah, dude. Oh, they'll feed you for sure.
I might even get some of the rice. Not the rice, the spaghetti from McDonald's.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. The Filipino spaghetti. It's a little sweet. They have it everywhere there. Jollibee.
Yep, Jollibee.
I think they got it at KFC. They had it at KFC too. They pretty much got it at all the fast food places there because it's so.
I may get some lumpia. Woo.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Right. I had a lady fix me lumpia years ago. I was working in a medical facility years ago in a hospital. And she made lumpia for everybody, but she made pork, and I don't eat pork, so she made me beef lumpia my own. I was like, whew.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Good, brother.
With the sweet chili sauce, dip a little sweet. Do they have this little sweet chili sauce for you?
Yeah, it was really good.
Man. Oh man, I'm telling you, man.
I know. But
Filipinos love you, man. I mean, I know people like black people in general, but I'm just saying, in the Philippines, it's like you don't even have to try. You just show up and like all these women are there. I'm not even joking, man.
Yeah, man. I had to change my last name. The most popular Filipino last name will be my name. What's the most popular Filipino last name?
Over there, Filipino?
Not Fernandez.
Man, honestly, it's probably my name, Rivera, or like
Rivera. Well, then we'd be cousins, and
Rivera,
we get out there and run the thing.
Aquino.
Dean Aquino.
Yeah, De La Cruz. That's a popular.
Dean De La Cruz.
Sevilla. Yeah, any of those names are pretty.
Dean Pacquiao.
Dean. I think Dean De La Cruz sounds pretty cool.
Dean De La Cruz, DD. I mean DD, baby.
Yeah, there we go.
DD. What's your name? DD.
Filipino name, but still got black initials.
Right. So have you performed in the Philippines?
Yeah, I performed there a bunch of times. You know, the Philippines has a really, believe it or not, a really amazing comedy scene out there.
Oh wow!
And yeah, like it's not a lot of Filipino comics, but they started the scene. A lot of them work in TV as writers and hosts and stuff like that, and also like actors as well. But yeah, there's like this really like there's two main groups. They got Comedy Manila and they got the Comedy Cartel.
Okay.
And
all right.
Yeah, so if you're ever out there, man, I could hook you up some people over there. But yeah, they got like they do English comedy and
a lot of expats.
And also for the locals too, because Philippines is one of the countries in Asia where everyone pretty much speaks English as well, because they learn it in school. They grow up learning it. It's like Philippines,
like Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
right.
Philippines, Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia are pretty much the only countries that speak English regularly.
So,
in Asia. Yeah.
So listeners, remember, you go to one of those three places, you can speak English.
Yeah.
You'll have your Asian fix.
Exactly. You just do your thing out there, and it's just easy to get around and communicate, talk to girls or whatever, and do comedy. So plus I think it'd be good for you too, because like you do a lot of like physical stuff too, and like you're high energy. They like that. They like that kind of stuff.
And it's funny that you say that, because I was just telling someone the other day, performing on the cruise ships before the pandemic, I would have people come to me that were from other countries that didn't even speak English that loved my show because I'm physical.
You're physical.
So they go, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're big. Your presence is big on stage, and you're doing the act outs or whatever. You got high energy. Your facial expressions,
right?
Even off stage, man. Like your facial expressions always make me, bro. The one that always makes me laugh that you do, it's like you do this with your eyes. You go like this. Like you do this. It always makes me laugh just because you. Yeah, man. When you pop up, when you open your eyes up like that, oh man,
right.
I don't know why. I don't know why that makes me laugh. It just does, dude.
That's funny, and I'm not aware of it most of the time. It's like my laugh. Some people go, "Oh, you do that laugh on purpose." And when I'm on stage and I laugh at something that I'm doing, it's just it comes out, and I'm not aware of it. It's just how it is. And speaking of performing, I want to show you a wonderful clip of my man doing his thing on stage, Comedy Central. So I want to show you all my man, Justin Rivera.
Somebody famous? Do you have it in mind? Michael Jackson. Check that picture of Michael when he was a baby, before he was black. Right there, that was Michael. He's a baby. Right there. Probably when you say Kanye West, that's Kanye. 4 months right there, Kanye. Right there. Or Jay-Z or Beyonce, it doesn't really matter. I cheat though. I actually have all the babies covered. I have all of them covered. Right here. I actually got this out of Angelina Jolie's purse, believe it or not, folks. So it's over her purse for the show.
All new Stand Up Asia, Tuesdays, exclusively on Comedy Central.
My man.
Filipino Carrot Top. Look at that.
Man, my man. I'm new to the podcast thing. I was gonna black us out, but hey, man, we enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I know you enjoyed it. And it's this, man, you doing your thing, man. I love it. Now, quick question. How has Hollywood treated you since you've been in Hollywood, being an Asian actor, comedian, magician, professional in the business of entertainment?
I mean, man, that's a good question. Because I haven't really gone out to for a lot of like Asian roles before, but I mean I used to.
You go out for black roles?
No, I mean like I
no one, I can't get a job. No. Justin up in there. What up, brother? No.
Yeah, it's funny you say it because like people think like I'm half black and like half Asian or something like that. I get that a lot. I'm not even joking. Like people think I'm like half black and half Korean. I guess
What?
because this beard like throws them off or something like that.
They think
I
you
don't know.
Berean, huh? Berean. Wow, brother. Right.
Yeah, in Hollywood, I mean, like in terms of acting, I guess there are other Asian actors that probably get the roles or get a call back over me just because they've been at it longer. But as of, I mean, how do I describe this, man? I mean, I've gotten spots on TV, but I don't think it's been based because I was Asian or not. I think
cool.
I think it's just because on the whatever I could do, whether it was magic or comedy, I
Right.
think that got me on there. I think the being Asian definitely does help because it's different.
Right.
And like when I did America's Got Talent that season, we had me, the Asian magician, and then like 3 other white magicians, on my season. So,
Okay.
but each of those magicians had their own like style. One was like an escape artist. One was a mentalist, mind reader. The other one was like a big illusion prop guy. He made like a helicopter appear. And then they had me, like the funny Asian magician or whatever. So, I think diversity and ethnicity does help.
Right.
Especially now because like the Asian thing is so big and popular now with Crazy Rich Asians, Fresh Off the Boat. The TV series. There's just a bunch. There's like Asian BTS, K-pop is like big in the biggest music acts selling out like Staples or whatever. And it's not even just Asians following them. It's like white girls and black girls and
you good, they'll come.
Latinas. Yeah. So I think it's I think there's just more opportunities now. I mean, dude, Joe Coy, Joe Coy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's half Filipino, half white, and he's like the biggest touring comic now, selling out stadiums. I mean, being Asian is huge now, so I guess I'm trying to capitalize. Is. Yeah, I'm trying to capitalize on it as much as I can because we weren't always the coolest thing.
Right.
We were like the hacky Asian character.
Right.
In the 80s,
you were
70s, 90s.
In movies and television. Yeah. There was no substance back in the day.
Yeah, it's kind of like how black people back in the day they couldn't. They always had to be the buffoon. They couldn't play the hero or the
servant.
They always had to be that. I'm talking about. They always had to like.
Right.
I had to put on that like dumb shtick of a black.
Yep. How you doing, boss? What you gonna be?
Yeah.
What we gonna do?
That. I didn't want to do that because then I want people to like.
Right. I can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it too because I know you. But if you did, it'd be more funny.
I didn't want to do it on this podcast because then I didn't want like 10 years later people coming back to
get in trouble. Right.
Taking a little clip of this podcast and be like, look at Justin
just a
doing
excerpt of it, and they make it to where it look like you're the most racist person on the planet. I didn't know Dean Austin had Justin on there. He was racist. This guy was evil. You see what he said about black people?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I mean, it's a lot better now than it was like I don't know.
It is. I had
20 years ago
an actor friend of mine on recently, Dana Lee. He's Chinese, and Dana Lee's a very established veteran actor, thespian. He was on the show Dr. Ken.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
that was one of my favorite Asian shows, and it lasted for a couple seasons, but it was one of the funniest hands down because Ken Jeong is a comedian, and it was dope. It was nice.
And a super nice guy in person. This is awesome.
You know Dana?
Awesome. No, I'm talking about Dr. Ken.
Oh yeah.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he was it's funny because he was an actual doctor before comedy, and I was
right.
A lot of people don't know this, but I was studying to be a doctor when I got into comedy. Yes. I was a biology major.
What you went to you were applying to med school or what were you trying to do?
I was going to apply to med school, and then comedy came into my life, and the rest is history. But I always tell people I'm still a doctor because laughter is the best medicine.
There we go. Dang, look at you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Everyone also is in the medical. I have a lot of people in the medical field because Filipinos just are in that field in general.
Man, big time.
My
I'm
mom's
all
a
over it.
nurse. Yeah, mom's a nurse. My uncle's a neurologist. My aunt's a dentist. Man, so a lot of my cousins they're all nurses too, and they all kind of work on all those fields, whether it's like medical or like the psychological fields of
Right.
medicine. They all do that, and like me, I didn't really want to do that. I was actually I have a sales background,
Okay.
so I did pharmaceutical sales right out of college, so that was like my closest thing of being involved in the medical field. You know, without like treating people, I was like, I'll sell you stuff to help other people. But I did that for a year. Then like the comedy bug hit me, and entertainment bug, and you know the rest is history.
That's
I was
nice,
like
brother.
22.
That's nice.
When did you start? When did you start taking it? 21, 22 or something like that? Doing comedy?
Yeah, around that time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
In my
look at
20s.
me.
I was definitely in my 20s, early 20s. I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
doing comedy.
Me
I
too.
I when I started doing comedy, I never even knew you can get paid for doing it. I just did it because I loved it. And
All
then
right.
everything else came. And that's the best way. The best way to do anything, especially in the entertainment business, is do it for the passion, and
Right.
everything else follows. But you have to be passionate about it, because if you don't, it's hard. You know, we both know, if you the paths that we've taken is the path less traveled.
Right.
So what happens is it's easy to get get sidetracked or get discouraged or lose your mind if you're not focused and don't have a passion for it. Passion is the main thing. You have to have passion, persistence, drive, and a love for it, and everything else follows. But if you don't have any of those, man, you're doing it for the money, you're doing it for the women, you're doing it for the alcohol, you're doing it for the fame. It's not right. So I think it's the best way
Totally.
to do it is just to do it because you love it.
Yeah,
And
right.
everybody, you look, if I don't care if you want to be a wig salesman, be the best wig salesman in the world.
Right.
If that's
No,
your passion,
totally. I mean,
you
if it
know,
makes you happy and you're making money and it
a
pays
toothpick
bills.
whittler. I don't know what that is, but you know, you get them toothpick. You the best, man. Hey, bruh, you
No,
can do it.
I definitely agree, man. Like, I mean, I got into comedy just because I wanted to do more places. I wanted to do more places where I could perform magic. Is how I got into the comedy scene, and and when I was doing magic, even before the whole comedy scene, like I would get laughs. You know, I'd riff a lot and
Right.
and do jokes here and there, and then comedy came along, and I was realizing, man, like I can really work on getting more laughs and writing jokes and just doing things to get laughs on stage. And as you know, like laughs are so addictive.
They are.
And
It's like heroin.
no, it is. It's just
You
like
know,
you're
just
chasing a
think,
laugh.
if you speak to someone and you say, look, you talk to a heroin addict and say, remember the first time you put that needle in your arm
Yeah,
and you got that rush, that warm, euphoric, amazing, orgasmic feeling, or whatever you want to call it. And then that's how it feels to get laughs.
yeah. No,
Especially your first laugh is amazing. And you always, when you hit the stage, you always waiting and wanting that first laugh.
that first laugh, right? Yeah,
And then that's that. The rest is history.
exactly. The first laugh, and like just the feeling of hearing a new joke work and getting
Right.
a laugh.
It's a form of control, because you
Yeah.
control the audience and you take
Right.
them where you want to take them, not where they want to go.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't know where it's going, but they will follow you.
Right. And the laughs are just like the added bonus to that, like it's just we're all chasing laughs. I mean, that's why
Right.
we're going on a ship,
Right.
cruise
And
ship.
right. And
We're going to
you're
the
like,
Middle East.
right.
You know what
I
I
know
mean?
we are in Jordan.
Yeah.
walking on gravel to the bathroom.
Yeah.
with the wrong type of flip flops.
Yeah, man. There's no toilet bowl. It's a hole in the ground.
No, there's a hole in the
with tiles around the hole,
right.
so you can
And you get
squat
the
on the
little
hole.
military issue towel that look like a look like what they call that, the wax on thing. Remember the one they had the commercial where they was going ShamWow.
Oh, the ShamWow.
So the towel looks like a ShamWow, and you wrap it around your body, and you go, "This is how I'm gonna dry off, and this is how I'm ready for my show. I'm clean." And just being in the trenches, and here, actually, and you've experienced where you hear stuff going off.
Oh,
things
right.
happening.
Yeah, that was
Think about this,
crazy.
ladies and gentlemen. Think about performing and you hear an actual live grenade or bomb or mortar go off
Right, off in the distance
in
somewhere.
the distance, and you're having a show.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
thinking, man, they can hit us like it's nothing. Accidentally, they can hit us.
right.
But
Well,
we're so entrenched in what we love to do and involved in it that we just keep pushing, and we're doing it for the troops.
right,
And
exactly.
that's the main thing, and they love it.
Oh yeah, I mean they're probably one of the most they're probably the most appreciative audiences out there.
Hands down,
To
hands
be
down.
honest, man, like they're stuck out there. They, just seeing the military lifestyle. I mean, I haven't lived
Right.
it, but just seeing it, I'm like, man, these people got to do this, and they got to live here,
Right.
and they got to do this every day. Like, yeah, I could see why they could.
They're the most appreciative, and the least
Yeah.
appreciative is performing at a strip club. Because they don't care what you got to say. They waiting for some booty to come out. They waiting for the rump shaker, and you up there trying to tell them a joke.
Yeah,
You trying to do
man.
magic. You like, come on. They like,
Yeah, it's
we don't want
hard,
to
man.
see that. We don't want to hear that.
I
We
remember I
wait for
did.
peaches to come out.
I did one strip club comedy show, man. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, but it was pretty rough. It was
Yeah,
pretty rough.
it's interesting.
Yeah,
It's a very interesting crowd. It's
yeah.
I've performed it a few in my day.
Yeah,
And
man.
the ones I remember, I performed one here in LA, downtown LA. Horrible. And me, I'm performing. I'm not going nowhere near that pole. I'm performing around it. I'm not going because it's not like how they sanitize. Like now, everybody's big on sanitizing. There was no sanitizing back then. Not that they do a great job now. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying back then there was no thought.
There was nothing. There was no wiping down the pole or whatever.
No. The girls get up there and they do their thing, and then the next girl, you get up there and touch it. Next thing you know, you got stump arm. You don't know what happened. Your arm just hanging.
You got herpes. You got herpes fingers.
Right. All of a sudden, you got a hairy eye. You're like, why my eye?
Oh, man. Yeah, I just remember like the whole crowd like they don't want to hear the jokes. They don't want to. They're waiting for the
waiting for the main attraction,
for the boobies to come out.
Yeah.
You know what makes it hard too is because they're not there for the comedy or whatever, magic or whatever. It's really dark. There's no spotlight. There's nothing.
No,
it's just literally whatever the strippers are working with. You're in the same light. Yeah, right. And everyone's drunk. It's dark, and okay. First of all, that's bad enough for comedy. Now try doing magic. Like people can't even see what you're doing because it's so dark. You know what I mean?
Right.
And dude, what made it worse at this? I did Deja Vu in like Westminster or something like that, right?
Oh wow,
they had
time. I did the Rusty Pelican or something. Girls come in with missing feet.
Yeah. Oh man. They what do you call it? They had they had the flashing lights.
Right.
Like it was the flashing lights were on, like the party lights, the colored lights. They just kept flashing and spinning during my set, during everyone's set. And I was just like, it's just you can't focus or concentrate.
Right.
And if I'm holding up a prop or over, like you definitely can't see it because it's just so it's just distracting. You know what I mean? Trying to like, what are you holding? Because you see all this in your face.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this is terrible, man. So
it's messing up. They're thinking he sucks. We can't see him. He's horrible. You're like, it's not my fault. You need a spotlight.
Yeah, it was just so dark. Oh man, it was terrible, man. But
yeah.
But yeah, those are some of the gigs that you just kind of have to like
just fight through them. And
you fight through them and make you stronger for the next gig.
They do, bro. They do. I've had some that people will be like, why did you even go there?
Right.
Why did you do that? And you're like, hey, they paid me. I wanted to get on stage. I did
it. That's what I'm saying. That's what people don't understand how like we're addicted to the laugh, you know?
Yes.
We'll go. I mean, at least early on, I mean, you and I now have been in that for a while where, we're kind of, we know better now. We know where to we're selective, like
very selective.
Yeah,
Very
like we're
selective.
not gonna, because we're getting older too. We're not gonna like drive like
To
8
Butte,
hours.
Montana.
Yeah,
Right.
for 12 hours to do a guest to
To
do a
do a
guest
gig,
spot.
sleep in your car.
Yeah, to do a guest spot for
And the
12-hour
town has no
drive.
Milanos.
Yeah, sleep in the car, get gas money. If that, it maybe cover half your gas.
Right.
But I
Right.
mean, when you're young and you're hungry and you're looking for
You
stage
out
time,
there
and
grinding.
yeah, exactly. You're trying to get out there and do these gigs. So
Yeah.
even though
I've driven up to Canada, right? And on my way back, stopped at my family's house. My big brother Fred Tolliver's house, stayed at his house, stayed at my fraternity brother Gerald's house, and just
right,
worked my way back.
no, yeah, man.
You
I
know,
mean,
I've done that.
we've
And
couch surfed, yeah.
man, come on, man. And it's a
I-
beautiful thing because these youngsters that are getting into the game now, you want to explain that to them and express that to them, but everything now is so fast, bro.
it's given given
There
to
was
them,
no social media back in the day, bro.
Right.
If you weren't in the newspaper, if you'd have an email and a pager, you rarely, you didn't have a cell phone. You was like over at the
And a
payphone.
pager.
You had, man, it was like you were in the trenches, and
Yeah.
social media even in the 90s was still weak. It
Right,
wasn't at its
right.
peak
It
yet,
was like, what was it, Friendster or whatever it was,
yeah.
Friendster, and like
If you had MySpace,
MySpace.
you was a big baller. Man, I got MySpace. I got 18 people. Like 18 people.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's totally different. So now today it's a lot faster. Everything is like you say, it's handed. It's like you have to get so many people, so many likes, so many this, so many that in order to prove yourself. Not so much going through paying your dues.
No, a lot of this new generation, they don't really come up in the scene, and they're not see, because the thing about coming up in the scene and working your way up is that you have a frame of reference,
right,
of where you need to be, of what's good and what's not good. Like
right.
that's why LA, a lot of people like, a lot of people don't respect the LA comedy scene, but because like New York's a big thing or whatever. But I don't agree with that, because like, yeah, maybe LA isn't the best like scene for like comics who write, as opposed to New York. LA is more like a showcase comedy scene. So everyone comes to move down here to try to get discovered, to get famous or whatever. And with that being said, a lot of these guys who are ready, they're like killers. They're killers on stage. So at any point, at any day, night, week, at the club, at any club, there's always going to be killers on the stage, because it's a pro show. And when you're up there and like you have to follow, I don't know, Dane Cook at the factory, or you have to go up, like, I don't know, man. I remember coming up and going after Coca Brown, and she would kill as a host.
Right.
She would destroy, and I go up and I'm like up there going, all right, hey, pick a card. I'm like,
right.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, dude, you kind of, you learn, and you adapt, and you change, and you get better at it. But now it's like they equate like having a following as like automatically being being funny already,
right? And paying, they equate that to paying their dues, because you got followers.
Right.
That's not paying your dues. You have followers, but that's not paying your dues.
Yeah, it's not the same. You have no you don't have no frame of reference. I don't know how else to say it. Like just once you see people, once you really bomb on stage and you see a real comic go up before you,
right.
You're like, oh man, I gotta like if you're serious about it, you're like, oh man,
I need to rethink what I'm doing.
I gotta rewrite. I gotta rewrite I gotta rewrite my act. I gotta write new joke or something.
Right.
Because man, this is not working. And it humbles you.
It does. It does.
And a lot of these people now, they're not really humble, because hey, look at me, I'm famous on TikTok or whatever, or I'm famous on Instagram, and I'm funny online. But it's different trying to be funny live in person in a group in front of strangers, because you don't have a second chance, or you don't have an out. You know what I mean? Because you do social media, like, all right, let's stop. Let's redo that one. Let's retake. You know what I mean? Like, you're not
right.
It's like it's like now or nothing. It's like now or never.
Right. Exactly.
So,
And I will say this, brother, you know, it was a pleasure working with you. I'm sure we'll get back together as well.
Yeah.
But it was such a pleasure being on tour with you and other guys, but mainly you because of the simple fact that we connected as brothers, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We got to go
and
back on tour again, man. That was so
yeah,
fun,
I
dude.
respect your hustle. I respect your grind, and I respect you as a man and doing what you do, because you know you definitely are family oriented,
Thank you,
and you
man.
definitely are all about your business and your passion for what you do.
Thank you, man.
And I want to ask you this, or I want you to give some advice to the youngsters coming up in closing, because it's very important for the people who are established in the business to let the people know, the young folk coming up, know what's going on and how they could do what you do, and do what they hopefully love to do. So I want to find out what kind of advice you could give the young folks that are watching. Yeah, that wants to become and do what you do.
Yeah. I say this didn't really make sense to me until in recent years, because I just say just be you. Honestly, man. Everyone says that. Everyone's just everyone says be you, but it didn't really like click for me like until recent years. I mean, you know this, like a lot of comedians, they hate magicians. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of them do, and it comes from the 70s, 80s, 90s, where just you see a magician at a comedy club and they're doing all the hack lines and the old jokes, and they're doing all the same tricks that like they didn't create, like they went to a mag shop, bought it, and now hey, he's headlining the club that I'm working my butt off to work up to headliner, and I'm doing original material and writing jokes, and this guy just bought his act, and now he's a headliner. It comes from that. So I kind of got a lot of like pushback for being a magician in the comedy scene, but I definitely tried to be more funny and try to write more jokes and let my personality come out and my thoughts come out on stage more, which over the years.
Right.
But I never really put away the magic, just because that's who I am. You know what I mean? Like that's what makes me. Like, if I love doing magic. I love making people laugh. And I just, why I never put it down. It made me stand out. There wasn't a lot of magicians doing it, but I knew I had to like not be a hacky repeat version of what was going on for the last 3 decades, So I just kind of kept pursuing the magic thing with the comedy and just trying to come up with new angles and twists that the comedy scene has never really experienced before, and that took me a while to figure out. So I know, and like it doesn't happen overnight or in 3 to 5 years. You never really know. So that's why I never put it down. It was me, and like that was I just eventually discovered that was kind of like my actual voice. I tried to be a one-liner guy. I tried to be a storyteller kind of, you know what I mean? I tried to do all these different avenues, and I really found my voice. Like the magic that I do, the tricks I do, I give them a voice in terms of the comedy, it's like no different like how you would see like Jeff Dunham. A lot of people give him, mess about being a ventriloquist, but honestly, like he's writing for 2 people. He's writing for himself. He's writing for his characters. He's writing jokes for all these characters and himself, and he's doing 2, 3 voices at a time. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like he's doing a dialogue versus like a monologue with like what you do, like just you on stage and you're talking, doing your jokes and being big and acting them out, whatever. So I don't know, man. Like I just say be yourself, and funny is funny too. If as long as you're being funny, I guess, and being original and true to yourself, then what else can you be? Like it's not maybe pure stand up, but I think funny people respect other funny people with whatever they do. Because as long as they know what they're doing is real and true to themselves, and it's original, it's original, and like, oh, I've never seen that before, but this he's doing something different, and I respect and I appreciate that, like it's different from what I do, but just making people laugh is hard enough,
Right.
But then trying to be original at it and being yourself and be funny is even harder to do, you know?
That's so true.
But yeah, man, that's my advice.
Nice.
And are you closing out right now? Because I wanted to tell one more story about you.
Okay, all right. Let me. Okay, I want you to tell that story because I've heard some crazy stories about me recently. That when I get my boy, another comedian friend of mine on there, he's gonna tell me something that's actually embarrassing, and that sounds really bad. But anybody that know me, I'm who I am, and I'm laid back, and it's.
I know you're so silly and just
so.
Man, you're so physically just funny and like you say funny things too. And I mean, it's kind of like this is kind of like what going back to like when I was talking about how you make me laugh was like the look you do, your eyes or whatever.
Okay, you ready to
like,
tell a story?
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
don't tell us.
There's two-part story. Two-part.
No, I want to expound on what you said for the youngsters
about the physical
about
thing,
being true to yourself.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
On it, then you can tell the story. Okay, so my take on it is, as long as you first keep the passion of whatever art that you want to pursue,
right. Yeah, definitely,
in perspective, as far as you want to make sure that you really, 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 not 100, not 200, 1,000% love.
Right.
Because when you do that, then you know you're doing what's right.
Exactly.
Regardless if you're a comedian, a magician, you being funny, and you're not, you just want to be funny. But stay true to your passion first and foremost. Secondly, fame is not how much money you have or what you've obtained. Fame is who you are as a human being to others that count to you. In other words, what you mean to me, Justin, and what I mean to you is worth more than $1 million. Worth more than the house or the car we drive.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to continue to remember that as artists coming up when you first start, mainly. You should always remember, but this is for the people who are just starting out. And also, don't worry about other people. Don't worry about who's doing what around you, how their star or fame is rising.
Right.
Focus, because I can tell you a cool little story. I'm at a comedy club, and Chris Tucker asked me for some advice because he couldn't get into the comedy club that I was already a part of, which is the Comedy Store. And I told him, look, this is my exact words. Back in the day, we're talking about the 90s. I said, look, bro, no club and no venue is going to make you famous or make you who you are. You have to do it yourself.
Right.
Because no one venue is going to make you a better entertainer, because it's all a combination of everything you've done in your life to get you to that point in your art. And I try to tell people this all the time. Don't say I want to be a comedian and come to me and say I want to be a comedian. No, you don't. You want to be a comedian if you know that's what you love to do, and not just because you saw somebody else doing it or because somebody said you're funny and you just think you're the best and you're gonna just jump into it. It's not an easy road. So you have to make sure you love it, you focus, and you don't think about fame and riches. Think about what you love first. Yeah. And everything else will follow. Anything you do, you become good at. Believe me, everything else falls right in place. And there's a story. I was on the cruise ship years ago, and there was this woman actually, and she had a daughter, and her daughter had drawn a beautiful picture painting. And she said, look, my daughter drew this and it's beautiful. I said, yes, it is. And she said she wants to be an artist. I said, that's a beautiful thing. She said, but she's not going to be an artist. I said, why? She can't make no money at it. I said, wait a minute, hold on. You're actually crippling your daughter and telling her she cannot do what she loves to do because she won't make money at it.
Right.
You don't realize this is narrow-minded. You do not realize that what you can do in the field of art. Right. You don't understand the magnitude and the role you can play in society or in other people's lives just being an artist.
Right. Totally.
And I tried to explain that to her, but she didn't want to hear it. And it's her kid. So I'm like, okay, I said my piece.
Right.
So coming into it, always just make sure you have a passion for it, and you don't think about anything else but enjoying the ride, because it's a ride.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, totally.
You know, it's a journey and it's a ride, and you have to enjoy it, and you have to be down for it. If you're not down
Yeah.
for it, it's like being in a relationship. If you're not down for that person, it won't work.
Right, yeah. Because honestly, I mean, it is and it isn't about the money. Obviously, we need money to survive and pay
Right.
our bills.
Of course.
But I mean, like, okay, so so for me, I get so many magicians that because they see me in comedy, you know, and they go, "Hey, man, I want to do, I want to do comedy too. I want to get more into the comedy clubs and all that." And I'm like, "All right, well," I always ask them, I was like, "Well, I mean, are you just trying to get more gigs to do magic and get paid, or are you trying to do comedy because you like comedy? You know, are you just
right.
are you trying to just do more magic gigs in another market? You know, and a lot of times they don't really understand that. You know, like they just feel like they just go, oh, here's another club where I could get on stage and do a magic show, but
Right.
I mean, it's not that easy. It's not because a lot of clubs don't want to book magicians anyway because a lot of them are not funny. You know, a lot of these magicians
Right.
are not funny in general. And you know, and when you say you're a magician, it's like you're making it harder for yourself to get booked.
Right.
You know, you have to prove yourself to be funny. So, you know, that's what a lot of these magicians don't understand. Like they're chasing the money, but you know, once they hear how much money you're getting paid in comedy when you're starting off, it's just like, I don't want to do that. Well, then you don't want to do comedy then.
Right.
You don't want to get paid $50 to do 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, because a magician, honestly, if you did his own shows, it's 20 minutes, you can get paid like, I don't know, $350, $400, whatever.
Right.
You know,
right,
like you
whatever,
get way
yeah.
more money. And
Right.
like that's why there aren't that many magicians in comedy, because once they hear about it, it's just like, oh, what? I don't want to wait. I gotta do a show at
Right.
8 o'clock and hang out and wait, and you know, till you know what I mean? Wait for
Mhm.
45 minutes to like go on, and then do 20 minutes and then wait again and get paid $20. Now it's 11 o'clock. Now I have to drive home and late at night. Like, I don't want to do that. Well, then you don't want to do comedy.
Right.
Like this is what it is, you know. This is,
Exactly.
you know, a lot of magicians don't understand too. Like comedy you're getting paid. The money's based on like a draw, based on tickets, how many drinks are sold, the food.
Mhm.
You know, magicians, you know, they're just so used to doing a show, getting paid, and you know, leaving. And
Right.
this business ain't about that, you know. Like
Mhm.
it's so until you understand that and realize that, it's just and I'm not saying a lot of these magicians aren't worth that money,
Right.
worth $300, but that's just the nature of the business that we're in, you know. Like,
Right.
so unless you like getting paid a little bit when you're starting out and going through all the struggles and nonsense, then don't do comedy. You can't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you're talking about getting paid. This is how
Yeah.
this is my way. This is what happened to me when I started doing comedy. When I started doing comedy, I still had a full-time job.
Mm,
I kept my full-time job and I did comedy at night.
right.
And back in the day, I was on the stage almost 6 or 7 nights a week,
Amazing.
performing, basically. I mean, all the time, because I couldn't wait to get off work
Right.
to go to hit the mic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the transition from working to full-time stand-up. So
Right.
I'm not saying you shouldn't work, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but everyone has their own journey and own path. Some people drop everything and live in their car and do it, and that works too.
Right.
But it all depends on what you want to do with your life and how you feel about whatever you living in your car or you working or
Right.
however you want to do it.
Exactly.
But you, at some point in time, you just have to dive in.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
You know.
it's like, you know, if you want to be a professional swimmer, you can't just keep your feet in the pool and say I want to be a professional swimmer. You have to jump in at some point in time.
Right. Exactly. You know.
And it doesn't matter how deep it is, 3 feet to 20 feet. At some point in time, you have to jump in. And when you jump
Right.
in, then you'll know if that's what you want to do, and you'll keep it pushing.
Right.
If
Exactly.
not, you'll just stop.
Exactly, because I mean, you know, nothing against people that have a day job and do comedy, but I'm just saying that if you're not really doing it full time, then you won't really know if you want to do it or not, because you still have this like cushion, you have a safety net of trying to.
And I'll give you, I'll tell you something that Eddie Murphy said in an interview one time, and they said the question was to Eddie Murphy, have you ever thought about having anything to fall back on? when you start doing comedy? He said, I never wanted anything to fall back on because if I had something to fall back on, I wouldn't go forward.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, there you go. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Now, before you tell the story, I want to say the comedian that I want to come on my show is a friend of mine named Pierre. I don't know if you know Pierre, but Pierre's a very established comedian. I'm sure you know him if you see him. He actually has a story that I want him to come on and tell about me, but you can go ahead and tell.
Is Pierre is he a tall, skinny white guy or is he a black guy?
Black guy, light skinned, tall brother.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of different Pierre.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever seen the movie Baps? He was in the movie Baps with Halle Berry back in the day. It's a comedy. Check it out. When you check it out, yeah, that's Pierre.
Pierre, yeah. He was in that one, like, wasn't he in some movie with Bill Bellamy or something like that?
Right. He was in, yes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's my dude. That's my dude.
Oh, yeah. Pierre, yeah, I know. Okay, I know you're talking about Pierre.
Right. We go way back. And he has a good story. Really good story.
He lights like very light skin, right? Like he's
very light skin. Yeah. Really nice.
Kind of like tall, skinny guy, right?
Yeah. His mother, he talks about it on stage, but his father's black and his mother's white.
Oh, okay. Is he still doing comedy? I thought he was just doing more acting now.
Yeah, he's still doing comedy. Matter of fact, he has a podcast that's out, and he's doing comedy. I just saw him recently here in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I think you posted that on Facebook.
Right. He's on my Facebook.
I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Pierre, myself, Brian Hostman, and a couple other comedians on there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So you said you got to start now. This story, I'm not sure if I know it, but go ahead.
we were in Turkey again.
It's always Turkey. Not going
on that Middle Eastern military tour, and we were trying to go to the club or whatever on an off night,
right?
And it was like this bar, and it was playing it was playing some hardcore like hip hop music. We're like, oh, that's we'll go over there. We know this, we like this music.
Right.
Let's go party over there. We go inside. It's like full on club, lights, loud music, and like literally nobody is there. Nobody is in there, but they're obviously trying to attract Americans to come to the club.
So we walk in.
So we walked in, and we're like, oh, this is dope. This is nice. It's cool. And we sit down and waiting for like the server, and like some Jay-Z song comes on, and it's bumping, and we're rapping. You're rapping along to it. I forgot what song it was, but it had the N-word in it. And it was like you're rapping, and then you're just yelling out the N-word with the song like that. I forgot what song, because he has so many songs with the N-word. Let's be honest.
Okay,
Jay-Z.
all right. Well, it's rap. Go ahead.
It was rap, but there was this one lyric had the N-word in it, and you're rapping it, and you're having a good time, and then the server comes to our table, and he starts rapping. He starts rapping with us. And he starts rapping the N-word with you. And I swear, this is one of those things that you made me laugh so hard because you did your face is the same thing. Your eyes just like, you're like, what did you say? And you did this to him like that. And then you're like, and I knew what you were doing because I knew you weren't offended. Right. You were just trying to put him on the spot and make him feel awkward about it. Right. And you were like this. You're like, what? What did you say? What did you say? You kept saying, no, just say it. Just say it. You go ahead, just say it. Just say it. And dude, I was across the table. I was laughing so hard.
Oh man,
I couldn't stop. And then the look on that Turkey guy's face, he was just like so like. He was just so like quiet and just like, what just happened here? He was like so, he was shook. He was visibly shook, and he didn't know what to do because you were rapping so hard along and just saying that. And he comes up, he's rapping, you saying it too. Oh, dude, you're like, what? What did you say? What? Excuse me? Huh? And the more you kept doing, you did it at least like 5 times, dude. And the more you did it, I kept laughing so much harder, dude. It was just so funny, man. Dude, that tour I laughed. I just remember laughing so hard.
That was an amazing tour. That was funny. That was a great tour. That was a great tour. Hands down, one of my favorite tours, man. I had so much fun on that one. It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous how much fun we had on that one. So I would love to do another one, with you somewhere.
Yeah,
at some
man.
point in time. That's how we have to do it, And like I said, I'm so proud of you, man, doing your thing, and I appreciate you coming on as one of my guests on my podcast. And
thank you, man. Thanks for
keep
having me.
doing your thing, man. Keep doing it. Don't stop. And
thank you, man.
Keep educating and keep making people laugh and showing them what you got, man.
Thank you, man. You too, man. When you still keeping in busy, or you jumping on the ships anytime soon, or not really? Not yet.
Not right now. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. I will at some point in time. I just want to focus on my business here.
Oh, okay.
In LA, and that's that, man.
You're not on the road. You're not on the road or anything. You're just pretty much in town, gigging and
pretty much in town, getting it in. I've been doing a lot of. I've been getting some good looks for acting and stuff, which is really amazing.
Oh, nice, man.
I'm happy with that and just working on my chops. But I will be performing, around town and doing things, and back on the road eventually. And I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to getting back on stage. Period. Whenever I get on stage, I love being on stage. You know how it is.
Did you want me to? Did you have to go? Did you want me to end the podcast with a trick or something like that, or I don't know?
If you have, you don't have to, but if you have something, you can.
I mean, I had some stuff ready to go.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I want you to.
Sorry, can you? Oh, I don't know what happened.
That's okay.
My bad. We good? You can see.
We good. We're good. I can hear you.
I think I pressed a button accidentally. I'm sorry.
That's all right, brother.
Okay, we'll do a couple quick ones. This is right. What's your favorite card?
My favorite card, we'll say the Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades, man. Everyone says Ace of Spades, man. I know.
What, you gotta be racist? Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Wait, this is not a complete deck. I don't think it's in here, but hold on a second.
You got a trick deck. What, you got all jokers?
Black man's card.
He got all jokers and 3 3s.
Oh man. Let's use the 2 of spades. Wait, 2 of spades.
2 of spades. Okay.
You know what's funny when you say it just reminded me of this bit I'm working on. When you said Ace of Spades is a black man's card. Because I've been working on, you're not gonna believe this, but I've been working on a Paul Mooney impression, and I'm trying to do Paul Mooney doing a magic trick.
Oh, that's great.
And I haven't worked it out yet. I did it once at a mic, and it worked. But I'll do this. This one's right here. Check this out. So we'll use 2 of spades.
2 of spades.
And we'll
2 of spades.
We'll initial it DA. That way we don't know it's these are different cards. It's not. This is not a duplicate card, right? So there's the DA.
DA.
Right, yeah, and hold on, let me see here. There's no other Ace of Spades or 2 of Spades in this deck. That's why we signed the card right here, right there, right?
None.
And let me see if I can do this right here. Check this out. We're gonna put it into the middle of the deck.
Okay.
Right over here. All right. Give it some fancy cuts here, like so.
Want me to say a magic word?
What's your magic word?
Skittles.
Milanos.
Since you like snacks. No.
Milanos right here.
Milanos.
Milano.
Yeah, you're right.
We give this a little riffle right here, and we can actually make the card jump back to the top. Right over there. You see that? We'll do it again. We'll do it again right here. We'll do it again. Check this out.
All right, brother. It was in the middle.
We'll put it right here into the middle one more time like this. See, look, right over there. See, just like this. Look, we can make it jump back to the top again.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
That's
yeah,
nice, man.
Yeah. But I'll do it again one more time, a little bit more visual. Oh, dang.
You tore up some stuff.
You all right?
I'm good, brother.
You all right? All right. So this is your card, right? We're gonna bend it so you can see a little bit better. All right, so it's differently shaped than the other cards right here. We'll give it a little bend. You see the bend right there? There's a bend. We'll put the card into the middle of the deck. You can see the card jump to the top. Check it out. Watch. Ready? Look. It jumps. DA right there. Yeah. Here's the last part. Last part trick. You got to get going.
Hold on. I'm gonna get something in you. We're gonna keep it where you got it. Okay.
Oh,
I want you to do from jump to the top, and then we'll do it again. Okay. 1 second.
All right. We'll wait for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is everything cool over there, man?
Oh yeah, man. I done got excited and knocked some stuff down. Hey, that's what you call production, brother. Production.
What fell? Your light fell, or what happened?
Yeah.
Your ring light fell?
Yep. My light fell, brother.
Oh man.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do it again. Hold on. All right, start from the top. I'm gonna edit it anyway.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So here's the DA, right? There we go. Here's
Right.
the last part of this trick right here. Check this out. It goes into the middle of the deck like, whoa, geez. You didn't mean
See,
see that.
I'm not the only one.
It fell. It doesn't matter. It's all good. So what I was doing is called sleight of hand, right? Sleight of hand. This is what we call sleight of mouth. Here we go. Ready? Sleight of mouth. Look at it fall into quarters. We had one card folded. Oh wait, that was the wrong card. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Production, baby. Production.
Hold on.
Production.
I messed. Oh, the card fell on the ground. That's where it was with the other cards. Hold on a second, Dean.
All right, do the part where it rises from the top to the bottom, and then go into the sleight of mouth.
Slide them out. All right, hold on. Let
me do the first part where it rises.
Where it rises again. Oh, I don't know what happened to the card. The card fell. 1 second. Let me find the card.
No worries.
Hold on a second. Where did this card go? 1 second. It fell and everything got mixed up. I don't know where it went. Let's just write another card. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's here's DA. DA right there. DA.
Okay.
D
DA.
for,
Which card are we working with?
Like your logo right here. The 8 of diamonds right here.
Okay, 8 of diamonds. You gonna make
8
it
of
right?
diamonds. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna put a bend in it. All right. That way you can see it. Here's the bend. Right. There's the bend card. Can you see that? The bend's there. Put it back on top right here. We're gonna make it jump to the top. Here we go. Hold up. Ready? And boom. It jumps to the top again. There we go. See? DA.
Oh, okay. All right.
There we go. That's the one right there.
Okay.
We'll put shuffle cards right here. And it's called sleight of hand. This is what we call sleight of mouth. Here we go. Oh.
Magic word is Milano.
Whoa. 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 One card folded up. We should have it here. DA, look at that. There it is. DA. Can I do one more for you? This is a new one that I've been working on. Can I show you one more? Is that all right? All right. Because you know what you always hear in comedy, right? Is racist jokes, right? Racist jokes.
Right.
Yeah. You never see though? Racist magic.
Okay. All right.
You never see racist magic, right?
Is that like black magic?
Black magic. I guess it'd be like black
magic. White magic.
So we got
Asian magic.
We got different types of magic right here. Hold up a second. So all right, let me get the screen here. That's a better screen. So we have these different flashcards right over here, right? So we have different types of food here. We have banana, orange, cake.
Wait, you don't talk about banana and a black man. What's wrong with you, brother?
Ice cream, apples. You get the idea, right? Just
hey, man, you getting racist over there.
Yeah. It's called racist magic. All right. Just say
monkey card. Okay.
Just say stop on your favorite. Just say stop. Check it out. You pick grape soda, guys. Look at that.
That's
grape
black.
Soda, right?
That's black, brother. That's definitely black. Black people like some grape sodas.
Grape soda, or purple drink. Purple drink. One of those two right there. You know what I mean?
In the hood they call it purple drink.
Drink. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, in the suburbs they call it grape soda.
Grape soda. It depends on your tax bracket, basically.
That's true. That's
how
true.
How that works, right?
Right.
I got a whole routine of the racist magic, but I just wanted to try out the new.
Man, that's good. I can't wait. Knock it out. I love it. I love it, brother.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man, thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. And we have to do that lunch, man. We have to get that lunch together.
Oh, the Jollibee.
While you in town, yeah. Whatever you want to hit, we'll hit, man. You said I think you had a spot somewhere else too. You mentioned, so we can hit that one too.
Yeah. What are you doing today? You free later tonight?
Yeah, I'm free. What you performing? What's going on?
No, I'm just saying we can grab some food later. I mean, I'm back in town for a little bit.
I'm free. Let's do it. I'm down.
I know you had to move this up a little bit. So let me know what time you're good. We
Okay.
can do something.
I'll call you.
Okay, cool, man.
Cool, brother. Thanks a lot. Thank you for tuning in to this MuddaCluckin podcast.
Peace. J
Peace.
to the U to the STIN.
D to the E to the D to the D. You a fool, man.
J to the U to the STIN.
That's all. I talked to you, man. I'm gonna call you.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
All right, later.